So, for the past 4 decades, BMW has been churning out high-performance models of their base 3 Series. These high-performance models are called the M3. The best version of the M3 to date is easily the f80 M3, and by coincidence, it's also my favorite version of the M3. Released in 2014, the f80 M3 was a very simple car to understand. It's a 4-door sedan, rear-wheel drive, and making 400 horsepower. Powered by the legendary S55 motor, paired with either a 7-speed DCT or a 6-speed manual, it made the f80 M3 a force to be reckoned with. Sprinting from 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds and topping out at 250 km per hour, the M3 had beastly performance to back up its incredible looks. Designed by Florian Nissel, the M3's body was a very well put together mix of aluminium, steel, and carbon fiber. But as good as the stock M3 was, everybody knew it could be better, and that's where the aftermarket cosmetic and performance mods come in. And since South Africa has such a large car scene, a lot of great examples of f80 M3s that have been modified by their owners have started to stick out and stand out from the rest for simply being better. So here's a list of my, not yours, my top 10 M3s in South Africa. So I'm going to be rating these cars based on how tasteful and how well put together the modifications are. So cost and price have nothing to do with it. And since the M3 is a performance car, rankings will also be based on how well the car is handled by its owner. So the last factor that the ratings are based on is how well the owner is able to express their individual taste in their build. It would be really boring if every car was white, had the same wheels, had the same exhaust, and had the same interior. So when an owner is able to convey their personality into their car, fantastic. Oh, disclaimer, I love every single car on this list, whether it's at the top or the bottom of the rankings. The fact that it made this video and I took time out of my day to produce a video based on these cars is just proof that I love all of them. Hope none of the owners get mad. So if at any point you disagree with my ranking or opinion, feel free to go down into the comment section below and let your voice be heard. Or pick up a camera and make your own fucking video. So starting off strong in 10th place is the Ultispar M3. A San Marino blue f80 competition with a host of modifications, like carbon extras all throughout the car. This car has a CS hood and a sunroof instead of the carbon fiber roof. It has a carbon ducktail and the CS style OLED lights. Sitting on ZHR wheels, I've seen this car in person and it's really a sight for sore eyes. It's an incredible car. Its condition is unbelievable. This car doesn't have a single scratch, not a dent, nothing on it. This car is flawless. For a 5-year-old car to look this good, absolutely amazing. The owner is taking incredible care of it. It also has a 360 gap cam strapped to the back, so feel free to race him if you ever run into him. Next up, in 9th place, is the Scene Shack M3. Another M3 comp that's far from stock. This f80 is wrapped in a beautiful chocolate color, has carbon roof, CS hood, and also has the OLED lights from the CS. Difference is it's slammed and sitting on 2 different sets of wheels at the same time. What sets this M3 apart from the rest is that the owner of this car is very good at sending it sideways. Next up in 8th place is the M-rated M3. This choke grey competition has tons of forged carbon all throughout. This is the same kind of carbon you get in Lamborghinis. It has a host of performance mods. Chase M3 is sitting on a set of HRE wheels, and instead of the CS style lights, it has a set of color changing lights. This car was also prone to burning rubber and getting sideways. Next up is an absolute beast from Cape Town, a yellow f80 M3 with a single exit Strata performance exhaust. This car has a sleek sleeper look to it, and to go with its extreme performance, this car is always always getting sideways. And to keep up with the performance, the owner has mastered the arts of leaving in style. And his slogan is, "It's all about the exit, the exit. It's all about the exit." And the way he drives this car speaks for itself. Next up is the Power Pipes M3, a midnight purple M3 which is a serious contender for one of the loudest cars in the country in general. This car is always on a different set of wheels, so there's no way of telling what it's wearing right now. But what you can be sure about is that it has one of the best drivers behind the wheel, and that's why it's always doing a full send. Next up in 6th place is Oros, Jeremiah's orange M3 comp with a full Strata Performance exhaust system, intakes, a lowering kit, and other performance upgrades. The key feature on this car is that it is sitting on a set of GTS wheels, and since they have an orange backdrop to them, they look absolutely amazing and they go really well with the car's orange body color and the orange on the wheels. Very nice, Jeremiah. This is a fantastic build. For the next car, we're going back to Cape Town to do it the Drizzle way with his white f80 M3. The car doesn't have that many cosmetic mods done to it, but the way it's driven makes up for it.
Fuck it, I'm making them pay. It's high, but niggas won't take it. I'm having my way. Set out here having it.
And I get too
So, now for the top 3 podium positions. In 3rd place is Disturbing the Peace from Cape Town with his Champagne Quartz Metallic M3 that has the OLED lights and the CS hood. This car has an owner that drives it like a real M car. Next up in 2nd place is the Cocaine M3, a 10-second M3 built by 357. The past 4 years, I have been hearing a lot about M3s that are able to spit flames and shoot fire, but I've never seen one actually do it and be alive the next day. And back when this car had a single exit setup, I think it was easily a contender for one of the loudest cars ever to touch South African ground. Now, for the first place position, hands down, easily the best M3 in South Africa goes to Zagazal. A showstopper of an M3 owned by an owner which is a crowd pleaser. Zagazal just got back from BYM fabrication where it went in for a big single turbo kit. The car has also been restored and given a new chocolate interior. This might be the ideal M3 spec, but the reason this car is in first place is because of its reputation as both a drag racing and drifting machine. This car runs low turns and has no struggle burning tires and shredding them. So yeah, that's it for today. That's my ranking of what I think are the top 10 M3s in the country. I know that there's a lot of cars that I've left out of this video with incredible builds and incredible owners that can really push the cars to their limits. So I might have to make a part 2 in this video to do the other cars justice. If you or you know someone with a nice M3 and you'd like them to be mentioned in part 2, drop their Instagram down below in the comment section and I'll make sure that they're there in part 2. Please remember to do the standard YouTube procedure. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. That's all it is for me today. Bye-bye.